Shalom family, I just wanted to record a video. I made a few notes about some stuff I wanted to talk about, and so I guess I'm gonna do it. A lot has been going on. We're only in February of 2012 and we've already seen a lot of things happen, and we're gonna see a lot more stuff happen. Basically, in terms of spiritual warfare, it's going down this year. It's going down. For those who've been riding two sides of the fence as far as whether they want to follow the world or follow the Messiah, we're getting to a point where you're gonna have to step on one side or the other. There's going to be natural disasters coming, but I'm pretty sure people already know that. They've been already making scientific excuses for it on the news. So, everybody, you can get as prepared as you want to get as far as like storing food and gold and silver and whatnot. But when it really comes down to it, that's not going to make a big difference. It's going to make a difference whether you found the Most High and you worship God, the Creator, Yah of the universe and everything in it. If you haven't found your way with Him and you're storing up food, you're really wasting your time. But I want to say that, more natural disasters are coming. There's things that are occurring that are not being reported by the mainstream media. So you might want to start looking into that, like alternative media sources, and looking at stuff on the internet. Most of my friends on here are already into checking out different sources and whatnot, but in case you're new to my channel, just putting that out there. A lot's been happening in Hollywood. Whitney Houston passed away. Don Cornelius, Etta James. These people that have died, and I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this, but I really don't care because it's the truth. They were not following the Most High, and they probably had multiple chances to get it right. And that's how serious it is. It's coming down to you choosing a side, and the Most High's not going to keep silent for long. And He's taken away Whitney Houston, Don Cornelius, and Etta James, and they were all Hollywood people. What else has happened? Eddie Long was crowned a king in his new birth whorehouse. That was weird, very weird. Beyonce supposedly had a baby. See, after she was pregnant for 4 months, she gave birth to a baby that, and they release a photoshopped picture of her and this child or whatever, which I really wouldn't care, but Beyonce is, she deceives a lot of young women, and to me that's the most disturbing thing, that her fan base is just rabid. They're just completely insane, you can't even say anything without them completely losing it, and that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. And pretty much the only problem I have with her is that she's leading so many young women astray. with this whole like independent woman, the way she dresses, and that provocative way in which she dresses, the agenda that she pushes. That's a problem to me. And the fact that so many young women follow that, so many young girls follow that, because just because she looks pretty, and that's pretty much all there is to it. That's the only reason that she can lead so many people astray. Men too. And it's just really sad. But just to put it out there, I don't believe she had a baby. I think it's pretty evident. I think it's evident for anybody who's done photography to know that those pictures of that child were photoshopped. And everybody's seen pictures of the belly collapsing. I mean, basically the lie is falling apart. Hollywood's lies are falling apart before our eyes. And you choose to stay in the state of delusion and believing that these people don't lie to you. You are basically saying you're following Satan. The evidence is all in your face, but you still choose to believe a lie, and you choose to defend a liar. That's wicked. And you have to understand the extent to which Satan deceives people. The advent of Photoshop, auto-tune, lip syncing, gender bending, acting, magic, musical spells, politics, news stories, like all of these things are like deceitful, and it's coming down to the time where you're gonna have to realize that. And that's just like common sense 101. If you can't realize that you are being manipulated through scripts and through sounds and images, you are going to be lost in the coming months, because it's only going to get worse. The delusion's going to get stronger, and the Most High is allowing this to happen to separate his followers from the goats, basically the goat from the sheep. The delusion's getting stronger and stronger, but at the same time there's pieces of it falling off. And so if you have an ear to hear or an eye to see, you should see this, and you should actually switch sides, and you're not going to have very long to make up your mind. But I'm calling out to those who are still out there in the world and they don't fit. The outcasts that know something is missing but are still out there for some reason. And my primary message is for you, is to get out of the world and come back to the Most High, because time is running out. And it's about to go down. And if there are people around you that are keeping you from growing in knowledge of the Most High, it's like time to kick them to the curb. This is actually like a matter of life and death, believe it or not. It is a matter of life and death, because you're gonna die spiritually if you stay in the world. You don't have the luxury of time anymore. You're gonna have to decide. So yeah, it's not a joke. This is real, and the Bible is a witness to the truth. Everything is in the Bible. Blacks are the real Israelites, the real Jews of the Bible. That's the truth. Prophets are a witness, and if you're chosen, your spirit will bear witness that this is the truth. But oh yeah. 2012, we've seen the Super Bowl halftime ritual. You can look that up. Madonna's halftime crap. There's a lot of rumors about World War III starting, and a lot of fear that is starting to take hold of people, not Israelites, but other people. And that if America goes into war with Iran, that is not the Gog and Magog prophecy, because that is supposed to take place after the 1,000-year millennial reign of Yahweh Shai on earth. So the Gog and Magog prophecy isn't going to be fulfilled before the coming of Yahweh Shai. So we don't really have to, we can think about it, but I mean, it's not imminent. And to us believers in Christ, Yahweh Shai, that we don't fight amongst one another over petty differences, that we do right, that we walk in the Spirit, and you are not under the law, you become the law if you uphold the law. And by the law, I mean the 10 Commandments. A lot of people like to argue about Paul being an apostle or a false apostle, and I don't really argue about that because it's not the point. So, yeah, don't argue about petty differences. Just walk right. If you're lost and you don't know what I'm talking about, I just say that you seek the Most High and His only begotten Son, and that He revealed truth to you so that you may do the work to save souls before the end of time. And you must have faith, and faith comes by hearing. So listen to people that are bringing out truth, and if it stings at first, just take it. And truth hurts, and I can assure you there's much more truth where that came from. If there's something you don't understand about anything, just admit to yourself that you don't understand. Pray and fast if need be, and wait until you have a revelation about whatever it is. And Google is supposedly changing their policies, but I just say keep truth coming and endure till the end. And that's about it. It's about all I wanted to say this time. So until next time, shalom.